if something bad is happening and you just jump in immediately, that's not gonna help anything. Hey, so what I'm going to be talking about today is a article that I saw. I forget how I came to knowing about this article. No, sorry, I do know. I went looking on the True North site, just hit latest, and this is something that popped up, and Syria appears to be quite on the topic today, or for the couple past days, so I was like, you know what? Let's just make a video on this. I have not read the article in total. I skimmed it, haven't read the whole entire thing. I will read it out now. But on a different subject, probably going to be doing another video from the True North just on their YouTube channel in a upcoming video. Because the military is very woke. And I'm interested to see what they have to say on this, because I'm interested to support Canadian news that I personally like. So let us get into this. What happens next in Syria is not Canada's concern, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre says. Poilievre's comments came after Syrian rebels reached out Damascus and forced dictator Bashar al-Assad out of country 24 years after he assumed power over the fragmented Middle Eastern country. The Assad family ruled over Syria for 50 years, while the country's civil war raged on for 13 years before the government fell officially Sunday. When asked what Canada should do to ensure stability in the region, Poilievre said Canada shouldn't intervene, an illuminating comment about what the foreign policy of a potential conservative government would look like. First of all, Assad was a puppet for the tyrants of Tehran, Iran. He has carried out against the Sunni people in his own country, and now he appears to have been toppled, Poilievre says. We don't know who will replace him, but I don't think we should get involved in that mess. It is not our fight. And I want to take a moment here to appreciate Poilievre for putting Canada first. Which, I mean, a lot of people have an issue with how that is similar to Trump's policy, but I think it is quite beneficial. We should stop interfering in other countries' businesses. We should stop putting Canadians' lives at risk to do foreign things that we don't understand. We don't know why we're doing. We don't know why we're there. We're just there because the government said so. We should be putting Canada first, which I appreciate Poilievre for doing. Recent reports suggest that Assad has fled the country and has been granted asylum by Moscow. Poilievre said
we should stand with our allies, including Israel, against the terrorists, and we should focus on protecting our own country. Because after 9 years of Trudeau, we've never been so vulnerable and so at risk. He lost control of our borders, lost control of our spending, lost control of our security, lost control of crime. He's allowed to come into our country, even after they've been videotaped, human beings in other parts of the country, in other parts of the world. And what we need now is a strong leader who will put Canada first. My only concern is Canada. We need, for a change, a prime minister who will put this country and its people first, and that's what I will do.
According to the Immigration and Citizenship Canada, over 44,000 Syrian refugees were resettled in Canada from November 4th, 2015 to February 29th, 2016, due to the Syrian civil war. A Statistics Canada study in January found that 50.4% of the 2015 arrivals from Syria were still receiving government assistance in 2020. The 2016 group was more likely to benefit from taxpayer assistance, with 69.5% on the government dole in the same year. Poilievre's statements nearly mirrored those of President-elect Donald Trump, who also vowed to adopt a non-interventionist approach to the change in leadership. Syria is a mess, but it is not our friend, and the United States should have nothing to do with it, Trump posted on social media. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved. Once again, that whole entire putting their country first. That is a great thing to do. Stop getting involved in foreign affairs and rather worry about what is going on in your own homeland. Put your people first rather than thinking about this, that, and the other thing. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau released a statement as well, celebrating the defeat of the Assad regime. The fall of Assad's dictatorship ends decades of brutal oppression. A new chapter for Syria can begin here, one free of and suffering for the Syrian people, he said. We urge order, stability, and respect for human rights. This that name, reportedly is the organization that led the rebel group that ousted Assad and is described as an Islamic Sunni fundamentalist group. HTS leader Abu Muhammad al-Golani was a fighter. A US-issued $10 million, $14 million Canadian bounty on Golani remains in place. Trudeau said Canada will be monitoring this transition closely. Despite the Prime Minister's heralding an end to suffering and in Syria, Canada issued a travel advisory on Monday to avoid all travel to the country due to ongoing armed conflict, criminality, arbitrary detention, and forced disappearance. So many words to just say you're gonna die. I'm for it. I'm absolutely for it. Pierre putting our country first, that is great. I can't wait until Pierre is in and Trudeau is out. That will be perfect. I have also, this happened very recently. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Okay, so there was a trending topic. It was the thing. 13% of Canadians think that Canada should become the 51st American state. This was trending, and it is surprising how many people will actively claim that these people are traitors, and yet those same people, the real question is, to me, how many Canadians think that the political opposition should be? Because it's a meme. The entire thing is a meme. Like, if that actually happens, I will be shocked. Be absolutely shocked. Pierre doesn't want it. Trudeau doesn't want it. They don't want it. Pierre is putting Canada first. It is not putting Canada the state first. It is putting Canada the country first. Canada the people first. No one in actual power is for that happening. Trump is just joking about it, and yet they take it so literally. They're insane. They're insane. I bring that up to say, I bring that up to just point out how insane the Liberal Party is. They can't take a joke. They don't understand politics. They don't understand how the real world works. We should be putting Canada first, as Pierre is doing. Putting Canada first. Putting Canadians first. That is what we should be doing. And yet, we have we're sending money to random affairs here, there, everywhere. It's like, why are we here? Just because something bad is happening doesn't mean you get involved. That is how you end up not being on Earth anymore. If you know what I'm saying. Like, just because something is bad is happening doesn't mean get involved. It really doesn't. Use your mind and think about what is happening. If something bad is happening and you just jump in immediately, that's not gonna help anything. And getting our troops, getting our money out of things that have no allocation to us. Is that the right word? I'll look it up. It's a smart move. It is the right move. It is what we should be doing. And I'm proud that Pierre is stating this, making this known that this is what he is planning to do, this is what he's going to do. I am for it. And I hope the rest of y'all are as well. But that's about all I have to say for today. Have a good one.